Aquarius, welcome to Healing Hype Man. This is your message for June. We are in San Marcos, La Laguna, Guatemala, Lake Atitlan. And here's your message for June, right? Well, I'm going to go through a little bit of the astrology to kind of give the energy that's taking place in June some validity and some context. And then we'll pull some cards. I'll pull 3 cards for your general energy, 3 for your challenge, and 3 for what you don't see coming. And we'll take it from there. Again, take what resonates, let the rest flow. And check us out on Instagram if you're watching us on YouTube. I do daily messages. We talk a little bit about everything. Let's kind of dive in. So by the time you're watching this, we have the new moon in Gemini. For some odd reason, right now I feel like the Aquarians that are watching this, not everybody understands astrology and tarot. I don't know why I almost felt like explaining what a new moon in Gemini was. So maybe there's someone that's watching that's not familiar. That's very interesting. So new moon in Gemini. It's a new moon, which means it can't be seen in the sky, and it's in the sign of Gemini. So you've probably naturally gravitated towards starting something new, a new mindset, a new mind shift, right? Gemini is all about the mind. Gemini is about how you think, right? Also how you think people think about you. And it's starting a new 4-month cycle. New moons start new moon cycles. And new moon, full moon, new moon, full moon. And so tell me down below in the comments, what new cycle have you started? What did you pick up? Did you pick up a new book? Did you pick up a new mindset? Did you pick up a new pattern you want to start doing? Did you pick up something like a new, like, I'm dedicated to doing this now, and this is what I'm going to start doing? Like, typically around this time, we like naturally gravitate towards something new in our life, or what maybe you didn't even realize that it was something new. So I really try to gain your perspective to see, like, did you actually start something naturally new, or did you utilize the new moon energy to implement something new? So at the same time, we're also going through Saturn retrograde. So by the time you're watching this, you probably might be feeling what Saturn retrograde has in store for you. And Saturn's really about time. It's about restriction. It's about karma. It's about hardship. It's about hard work. And it's retrograde until October. Listen, you're really going to start, doing your checks and balances in all aspects of your life to see, is my hard work equaling a return on investment for me? And it's a really good time for you to put boundaries. You might naturally put up boundaries because you're probably already realizing, like, wait. I'm doing all this work, and this is what I'm getting in return. Okay, so then why am I doing more than I should? In relationships, at work, right, in the office. It's kind of like wherever it stands right now, it's where it's going to be at until October. Right? I don't think you're going to pick up momentum. I don't think you're going to slow down momentum either. I think it's really just being highlighted, and you're just going to be like, okay, this is where it's at. And for some, I feel like that's a good thing, because it's going to bring you all the way through the summer, where you're going to be like, this is how much work I got to do for the summer. This is how much effort I'm putting into this relationship. That's all I have to put in right now. Okay. Some of you might reevaluate that. Some of you might reevaluate and realize you want more. I don't think that the action-focused more aspect is happening right now. I think that'll happen later, but that's what you might be feeling now. Is putting up those boundaries. People, places, and things that are just, you don't see that return in any way. And at the same time, looking at your return on investments, maybe some financial obligations there as well. And karma is being paid back. So if you were doing good karma, you will get it. If you have been doing shady shit, you will get shady shit back. Yes, and one more aspect. So that we're already feeling. By the time you're watching this, it's already taking place. I only want to jump to full moon in Sagittarius, which is happening on June 14th. Sagittarius is our big picture thinkers, Sagittarians, right? There's something. This full moon is leading up to something bigger. Big picture thinker, something bigger than you probably haven't even panned out that much because you're so focused on the everyday thing maybe you have, right? And so that big picture idea, big picture finale very well can be coming to light around the 14th of June, which is awesome because it's leading us to the summer solstice Cancer season. This is really a time, the 14th, around the 14th is a time for an ending of a long drawn out battle associated with the Ten of Swords and the Ten of Wands, past tense. It's ending, ended, it has ended. And you're going to ask yourself some questions. Did I win or did I learn a lesson? Whatever this long drawn out battle might be for you, whatever this big picture idea might be for you, there's something here in store for you that's much larger than you actually realized. Oh, good thing this. And the advice here is watch out for denial as the Four of Cups comes out. Watch out for denial and ground yourself, because it really might be like we're in a space where we're about to lose something or things are about to change. We kind of get into denial, like, no, things aren't going to change. It's going to stay the same. Especially like if I'm thinking like a relationship, like, no, you're not going to break up with me. Oh yeah, no, I'm not gonna move again. Like, no, I'm not gonna leave. They're not gonna fire me. You get this really big aspect of denial, and you're gonna go down with it because it's gonna happen either way. Ground yourself, because unrealistic expectations to you might seem out of the box, and then when they actually happen, you might just be like, wow, where did that come from? Universe, what did you just do? It's been a long, drawn-out battle to begin with. So let's kind of dive into this, Aquarius. Something you've been putting up with and you're still doing when you know you shouldn't be doing anymore because it's not working out for you, or something that you should have been starting a long time ago and you haven't, like that kind of stuff. Let's see. So we're going to get 3 cards for your general, 3 cards for your challenge, and 3 cards for what you don't see coming. So Aquarius. Okay. The cards want to talk today. Your general energy, we have Ace of Swords, Page of Wands. Okay, wow. Queen of Swords. Right, so there's something new here that you've been exploring. I think that you're really that you're taking control over here. Right, this is your general energy. Sorry, I need to fix my legs. So there's something that's pretty clear to you. It very well can be clear that you want to explore something here. It's pretty clear that you want to explore something here. And it's something that you very well might have done the research on. You can speak to it. Maybe it's even like a leadership position. There's something here that you just want to, now you want to be seen. You want to be heard. And I think that you are in a position that you can be heard. There's something here that's pretty clear in your mind. We'll kind of dive into what that is. It's pretty clear in your mind that this is what you want to do. This is the direction you want to go. This is how you want, whatever it is for you. You're clear. There's something in your mind that you're clear about. No, let's get 3 cards for your challenge. Six of Wands. The bugs today. Oh my gosh. 7 of Swords. Ace of Wands. Okay, I almost feel like there's something here that you did on your own. So there's a challenge here. There's something here that you're trying to do. 6 of Wands, 7 of Swords, which means you're trying to tell me you're doing it by yourself, or you're trying to cut corners. Ace of Wands, it is a new idea. So now listen, I don't know if this correlates with that, but there is an aspect here of you trying to do something on your own or cutting corners here to try to make it to the finish line. Right, so take that as the message there. Is like, I wouldn't cut corners here. I wouldn't try to do things sneaky. I wouldn't try to do things shady. Maybe there might be people around you that might be doing things shady that you're trying to avoid. Right, we'll kind of dive into that as well. But I do see success here. There is success on something that you want to bring to fruition. Right? Now we have the creative component. Up here in your current energy, you're really secure and solid in your mind. There's a creative component down here in your challenge position. So maybe you're having a creative block of some sort, or a passionate block, or there's a lack of passion because it's in your challenge. It's like maybe you don't see it as fully successful. Maybe you don't see it as victorious because maybe there's an aspect to like it was somewhere it was cheated. 7 of Swords is really like the cheater, thief, At the same time, it could be you trying to do everything on your own, so it seems like it's a lot of work, and you're not asking for any help. So you're trying to cut corners. That's really why I said that. but at the same time, it's something that's new in your mind. You have two aces here, so I feel like you're only working on new shit. In the month of June, there's something new in your mind, and there's something new that you're passionate about, which I actually really like. Let's see what you don't see coming. What you don't see coming. The Moon. I've never seen that card. It's beautiful. Nine of Pentacles. Wow. Knight of Pentacles. So what you don't see coming, bottom of the deck, Temperance. Yeah, there's some time that's going to be needed here. Temperance at the bottom. There's some time and there's some changes here for the Five of Pentacles as well. That's why it's all happening here. And I'm just going to take those right here. Because the Moon is the Moon can be, like, might be things might be very confusing for you. And I see that, like, it's clear, but maybe it's like am I still passionate about what I'm clear about? Maybe you're clear on the logical component and how to execute it. Or it clearly makes sense, but there is an aspect here of just like the lack of passion, or not having faith in the passion, right? Maybe even trying to cut corners in the passion. And what you don't see coming is that even though things might be confusing the entire time, but it is getting you to a space where you can confidently say that you put the hard work in here. This is like my glow up card. This is Nine of Pentacles. It's like you're secure with your finances, you're stable, you're satisfied with where it's going, where it's at. And it is going to take some time. Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight. So this tells me that something here is confusing. It is going to stabilize you, but it is going to take some time. Very well might require some patience, and Five of Pentacles is loss. It might require for you to let some people, places, and things go, some ideas. Maybe even seek sanctuary. Like, I think of maybe a different way. Five is about change. Five is a different way of doing it. Five is a different resource, maybe even a different method or modality of achieving whatever this is that you're trying to do. I don't necessarily see it being people, to be honest. I really just see it more of a clarity in your mind. Clarity in your mind. Again, you'll know what that is. Let's kind of dive into some of this. Tell me what's clear in their mind. Judgment call. See, so it's clear because you have like an awakening here. It's clear in your mind. Wow, Ten of Swords. Oh, this is definitely in line with the full moon in Sagittarius. It's like there is something that's clear in your mind because it's inevitable. Like you now can't beat around the bush. It's a long, drawn-out battle of some sort that you've been dealing with, that you've been putting up with here. This is your current energy. That it's just like, sorry, that's it. That you're getting the signs. You've been given the signs, the judgment call. It's how it's supposed to happen. Maybe some of you didn't. It's just forced. You didn't even have a choice. There's no choice here. That's why it's very clear in your mind that something here is changing, or something here is new, or something here has to happen. About wherever in your mind that's clear. It's like, well, Alvin, it's clear because I don't have a choice. It's really kind of how I see that. Now tell me about this challenge. Wow, 10 of Pentacles. 7 of Swords again. Okay, Alvin. Alvin really needs to... Queen of Wands. Here's that creative component. Okay. You're committed. Your challenge here we go. You're really committed to doing everything by yourself. And it's in a challenge position, right? So I think the universe is trying to say, you need to ask for some help. You are really committed to doing this. I would highly suggest you don't do it by yourself, because you might just cut corners. You can't be able to handle all this, especially some sort of creative endeavor here. This is the creative component. Maybe you need a creative team. Maybe you need a creative person, or someone who's just going to see the big picture. This is Sagittarius energy, seeing the big picture. There's a big picture here, and something about you doing it on your own, committed to I'm just going to read traditional tarot for a second. Committed to being sneaky and creative. creatively sneaky, right? That's a challenge. You'll know how that sits with you more than it does with me. Because it might not necessarily be you, it just might be something that you were doing unconsciously, you know. At the same time, be careful with this. Saturn retrograde is all about karma, so whatever karma is happening here in your challenge position, it might very well come right back to you, Aquarians. And I do want to preface that this Saturn in retrograde is going to be challenging for you, for Aquarians and for Capricorns. It is. So, karma, second line is karma. Be cautious there. I'm going to pull you some advice specifically from the tarot, and then we'll pull an advice card there, because I just remember that this is a challenging retrograde for you. This isn't a challenging reading. There's something here that's inevitable. Spirituality. Hierophant. Haha, you want to know what your advice is? And I'm talking about karma here. Did you learn the lesson? That, my friend, is Saturn retrograde to the T. What you don't see coming here is the Moon, Nine of Pentacles, and the Knight of Cups here. Even though it's confusing, you'll eventually get to a stable place. It's just going to take you some time, which I think that's yeah, when things are confusing, keep doing the work. You'll get out of this, right? And that's like just the cutthroat answer here. I really think you need to be really, really patient, and things, people, places, and things need to go. Five of Pentacles is about loss. Maybe you're gonna have to lose some things here in order for you to gain some back. Maybe after this karma here that you were so committed to, and wow, the big picture. Wow, big picture karma challenge. You're gonna have a challenge with that. Oh, and you're gonna have to. This is loss of money, loss of stability, loss of income. Might have to take a step back in order to take 2 steps forward here. Let's get some advice here. Ooh, the Justice card. Caution with some legal aspects as well. Be careful that there's no legal component to this as well, but stick to what's fair, right? Some advice when things are confusing, but I'm saying that you'll get there with some time, is start doing things that are fair, because I really feel up here, this isn't fair. This sneaky behavior that's here twice is not fair, right? In whatever your situation very well might be. So it's like, be fair when you might be presented with options and choices to get you out of this situation, or to get you to a very stable, secure Nine of Pentacles, glow up vibe. I'm solid, I'm safety, I'm secure. Even though I'm really confused on how I'm getting there, understood. Do the right thing here. Do the fair thing. Let's put some advice here for you. Take action. I feel like you're already doing that here in your general energy. It's like you have no choice but to take action. So things are definitely like, you have to do something about it, because it's inevitable now. It's like there's no choice now. Now you actually have to. The Judgment card and the Ten of Swords really tells me that you don't have a choice. And your challenge position is have patience. Oof. And take stock of your achievements here at the bottom. And what you don't see coming, it's coming for you. Take stock of your achievements, because I think slowly, little by little, things will start falling in place to you, even though they're very confusing. It's going to require for you to be patient and just, be okay with some sort of loss in some sort of way, in some sort of capacity, because that very well might be an achievement of you letting go some things that aren't really part of you anymore, or shouldn't be there anymore. I think letting those go really might be an achievement that you're underestimating. Yeah, so if you'd like to book a personal session with me, it's not a personal reading. We're not just going to read tarot. It's more of like a healing session. So if you think you want to have a little healing session, a healing circle, we can talk about anything and everything. We can talk about mental health. We can talk about cards, spirituality. We can talk about Reiki and meditations and psychedelics. If you like that stuff, we can talk about travel. We can talk about personal development, motivational empowerment, books, crystals, anything and everything you want. It is a healing session for us to kind of engage and exchange energy. I'm an intuitive tarot reader. I'm not a psychic medium. I don't want to give me a quarter and I'll tell you your future. That's really not how it goes. I am a healer in many forms, and I learn more things every single day, and I love to share it. And So if you'd like to book a session, link is in my bio. If you're watching this on YouTube, check over to Instagram. We have daily messages. I have a big community. I have a bigger community over there. High vibe. I love them. I do daily messages. So check us out. My name is Alan Catalan. I'm present. I'm done speaking now.